Hello, how you doing? Welcome, all of you, the new people and the ones that already know me. Welcome to this space. Encoded frequency, it is literally me. What I do, my drawings, my codes, and welcome, Rashka. I don't know if I pronounced it correct. Danielle, Gary, welcome. I wanted to do this live today to share a little bit of what I am feeling and sensing, and to see if I can answer some of your questions. Darlene, welcome. And today I have this babies, and sometimes I play with them. I would say that I'm not an expert, but I do it with my heart. So I wanted to do a little bit of sound and healing. I think we can start with that, and then I have the points that I want to talk to you. Please share with me where you are from if you have any questions. And there is a lot going on. I have this code that I created for today, and it is a healing code. This is how I see codes. Let's say that for me, it will be a person, and then our chakras are going to be signaling certain patterns for them to flow. This is a normal paper and a Sharpie and a marker. Sometimes people ask me, how do you do? What app do you do? I use this. And then I just use any app with any filter, and then sometimes I do this into a photograph with the pen. But I always like to do them like this. Always when you go to simple, I think it's best. This image, it is a healing code. Thank you, Darlene. I think I will post it later in the comments, take a picture if you guys would like to save it. This is Pleiadian like language, is how I see them. It is like letters all together. And sometimes it will look like partial numbers on it, and they have dots. And the dots for me, it's light pulsating. This is the first type of symbolism that I start seeing, yes, when I started. And then for me, this is our center. We all have a different center. For me, it's in my heart. Some people, yes, have it in their plexus, in the root, in their sacral, in the throat, in the third eye, in the crown. It depends. I would like to do a little bit of meditation, I think, at the end. And then these will be whatever we are vibrating. Chakras are not actually the way that we visualize them because of the pictures. Yes, chakras are actually all over us. So I think I'm working with my plexus because I use gold and yellow. This is actually, how do you know what's going on with you? I use my unconscious and draw something, and then it comes through the image. This is how I would translate it, I think. Yes, so if you have any questions, then let me do a little bit of sound. So I invoke higher guidance, your guides, your higher self. And I know there is a lot of people going through a lot. I know we are all in different, thank you Pedro, appreciate, in different degrees of change and transformation. What I would like to do is to hold the space for all of you, find the frequency where each of you can find healing or anything that you're looking for, and stay anchored through your heart. I will use only sound, and then at the end I would like to do a little bit of a short meditation, and I'm going to invite the guys to come to me. take a little bit. Just stay into your heart. Allow it to increase. And just feel the energy. That's better. Let me see if I can read some of your comments. Thank you, Katrina. Thank you. Right now, the world is in a big change, and these next months, I think, are going to be the most intense in the year. We will have a moon on Leo at the end of the month, and it's going to be all about being fierce, passionate, hard, loving, but at the same time leader. And remember, all the things we ask our government to do for us is the changes that we can start doing within our own unique life. If I would like to have a better government that provides security and confidence in the income, hello, and thank you so much for the stars, Darlene, and all the things that I want to, I need to start sourcing that safetyness and income and security and freedom, or everything that I want from myself. This is how we work in this reality, I think. Everything is a mirror for what I am signal. And sound is an excellent way to get alignment quickly and in a very simple and fun way. You don't have to need to have one of this. You can use any recording on YouTube, any meditation. You can do toning, light language. I actually have the fork. Give me a second. This guy, it was very cheap, and it's also very, I think it was like $10 online. And it's a simple way to clear the energy. If you need to drive and you are going to enter into Walmart and it's going to be a lot of people and it can be draining quickly, before leaving your car, clear the space. Or if you're going to go into a meeting, your work or anything, let's start. I think this leadership comes by me being responsible of the energy that I signal to all of you, to my kids, to my mom, to all the people that love me. Yes. Headaches come because the energy, we feel more the energy. I think we think the energy it's increased, but in reality, we're the ones that increase our quotation of light. So when we cannot integrate a download because it's huge, we don't understand it, we have resistance or a block, or we're not there yet, we'll create some kind of pain because the life force cannot flow completely. Headaches are normally associated with third eye opening, but sometimes it could be because I don't want to think about it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to understand it because it hurts, so I have resistance, so my head will hurt because we have some kind of energetic that it has not been able to be integrated. So a simple exercise we can do, because there is a lot of things going on at the political level, and Yes. And at the collective, it is become our own leader. The leader that I am asking my government to be, I need to mirror that. And then we are actually very powerful if we start being responsible, honest, transparent, and really in charge of our life. Then we're going to mirror government that are going to be actually honest and driven to provide all the things that we're asking. Other things that I was going to say, the energy, I was saying in my dream the other day that a revolution is coming, and I already experienced that when I was in Venezuela like 15 years ago. The President Chavez was taken away because he was actually nuts from the military. I was protesting against the government back then. I was young, and yes, it was good to fight. It was good to be a rebel because it was something that I experienced. And actually, it feels good because you work with your adrenaline and it's dangerous. And we kind of like those things. I don't know why. So, we were fighting against the government because obviously our government sucked according to my programming back then. And then what we caused, it was a big shooting in front of Miraflores, and that will be kind of like the White House in Venezuela. So they were shooting at us, and then we all ran, and then the military, so it was a mess. And then the military says it was like not acceptable. So they put President Chavez in jail. They took obviously the signal from the channels out. We didn't have light. We didn't have, I don't think we had Wi-Fi. No, we had Wi-Fi back then, but it was like all going through email back then. So it was kind of very retro. So we didn't know exactly what was happening. We could not leave our homes for 3 days, I think. This was Friday. And then we just knew what people tell us that was happening. It was like a war zone. We had, yes, we were incommunicated in our own homes. So of course, the levels of fear and panic, it was huge. And then after 2 days, whatever happened there, President Chavez from Venezuela came into the government again by Monday. And I was disappointed, I was upset. And then I said, we were shooting and we were fighting and we were creating all these meetings every month for nothing. And then what happens back then, it was the other side against President Chavez. When they were in the government, in 2 days, they proved to the military they were a worse choice. So the military decided to reinstate President Chavez again and to put the other side in jail. I really don't know what happened. And then after that, what happens, it was we were into a stop. Everything actually stopped, and actually you can Google it on Google. It was September 11. I will never forget. We had no gasoline, no food, I think like for a month and a half. And then after that, I remember that I decided to leave the country. What I understood, it was all sides were dirty. And then all sides had their own truth. But at the same time, you cannot turn on the fire with fire or pretend a balance goes off by being violent. And this is what we were doing back then. So I said, you know what? I don't think this is the way. I think the way it should be like Gandhi, leading by your example about the things you don't agree with. Because I think we won't negate that there are a lot of things in our world that we don't like it. But sometimes I believe and I learn just by speaking against it, I was not actually fixing anything. Does that make sense? So I decided to, and I may not be totally right or totally wrong, I don't know. But what I decided, it was, instead of using my energy wasted by choosing the agenda that fit the more that is outside of me, I'm going to create the life from right here that I want myself and my husband and my kids to live with. So I will really create change. And I think this is where we are going. Because after this moon and Leo, that is all about leadership, Virgo is going to come, and then Virgo is all about structure and getting organized, and is perfectionist. And then comes Scorpio, and then Scorpio is all about shadow and good and bad and intensity. And then by May, it comes the energy that it will be about security. So all this chaos is going to slow down, and then by May and June, where it's going to be the solstice, we're going to be eager to communicate, to express, to have all these ideas about what I think we should do, and I think we should organize ourselves and do this. And I think is when the solutions are going to come, the solutions that we are eager to see. And my advice for the ones that are in the countries that are very hot right now, like US, I was there, and look, nothing happened. I mean, yes, I got no Wi-Fi and no light, and actually the news were fake. I learned that back then in my reality, because perhaps I was, how do I say this? I was in a protest, and let's say that we were 200 people, and then I saw on CNN that we were 2,000. And then I was, no, we were not 2,000, we were 200. And sometimes we wake up because we feel upset and disappointed, and we disagree about the things that happen. But at the same time, if we use that anger, that fire about, hi beautiful, create change, in ways that we can create the solutions for those things stop happening, I think it will be more useful. And this is what I decided to do. I don't watch news anymore. I don't participate in any other agenda that is not mine, because I think there are many interests behind those things that we see out there in social media, and they're playing big, how do I say, timelines that sometimes we're not really aware about the things that were happening. Like me back in Venezuela 15 years ago, fighting for my truth and my freedom, would actually neither side really represent me. Hope that makes sense. So if you feel like me back then, upset and disappointment about the things that we see and the control and the restriction, let's use that energy, go into our heart, find out what I can do within my own family and my own self and my own community to create the solution that we all need. And in that way, we're going to be able to reorganize, structure Gaia through creation and innovation, but being peaceful and centered and leading others because we feel hopeful and faithful and truthful, and we are coherent with all that it is. Look guys, we are not influenced by Moon or Leo or Virgo or Uranus or Pluto. We are Virgo and Pluto and Uranus. We are the planets, we are the universe, we are the stars, we are all that it is. And when we feel separated from that big movement that we are created, is I think where we're struggle. So if any of you feel like struggling or get desperate or upset because of the things that you guys see or feel, please, this is what I do and what works for me. I stop listening to the world and said, okay, no, I don't like the truth you are saying to me. So I'm gonna stop, I'm going to go within, and I'm going to find what truth I really would like to believe. because my timeline, it is created for what I believe. And sometimes it's hard to find that center, but it's so important because my center, it's my own agenda, my own voice, the voice of my soul, of my light, of whatever I wanted to live in this life. So going back to my original self and my light is what will give me the balance and actually the fierce, the powerful energy to live with really light and love and balance. And when we are in that centeredness, all things are easy. I hope that makes sense. Yes, Jody, news are playing a role in this change because even if they are bad news or fake news, they activate this eager for us to create change. So within that distortion, they ripple good. I hope that makes sense. And it was how I started. I used to wake up hearing the news. I was driving listening to the news. I was sleeping and watching the news. And it did not help me. But I had to go through in order to know it was not my way. And now, this is my way. My page, my work, what I do. Because I said, I prefer to teach people how they can find their own light, sharing the practices that work for me, so we all grow together, because helping others is helping me too, because if Gaia is peaceful, I'm gonna be peaceful, because I'm Gaia and I'm each of you and you are all me too, because we are all mirrors of each other. Does that make sense? So not because we are savers, because that is the ego thing. It's not about that. It's about all flowing together as one, I think. So news will have, they have a big role in this transformation. But this transformation, what I'm seeing in my dreams, because I travel all night, and I'm seeing different realities, that is not just one experience. In one timeline, Trump won, and others, Biden won. So there are all different things playing around. In other timelines, Hillary Clinton won. So there are all kinds of things playing around in all different timelines. So it's just not one truth. If you guys listen to someone predicting a false light, a false light, this is something that I'm seeing a lot. Someone channels something for you or for YouTube or for whoever from Facebook, and it appears to be in the form of light, but it's encoded with fear. How do you know? Yes, how do you know if it's a false light? Something that makes you feel fearful does not come from source at all. It was from source, but then it got distorted and then it got dirty a little bit with fear. You can share it if you want to, but actually my truth, it's uniquely for me, and each of you have a different truth. So we all have our own unique time. Sometimes we cannot force people to go into our road because they're not there yet. And sometimes we're not there yet. So it's fine to trust and respect each other's journey, because even the people that are doing the job as bad guys, deep in their core, in their heart, or some place inside of them, they are source too, and they must have kindness or something. Even if they're psychopaths, deep inside, somewhere it should be a part. And this is the best example that I can give. Let's say that this is my soul when I was born, and I was pure, and I was beautiful, and I was chubby, and I had like copper hair. So the first time someone says to me, let's say that, oh, you're not that beautiful, then my light stopped from shining because I could not see that I was beautiful. Then if I compare myself to someone in TV, And actually, I thought I was not as smart as others. Then I block myself. If my mom says, "Oh, I don't know why I had you," and the next night I would never have you because you were dumb or something, then I will stop hiding my light. What happened is that we cannot see how beautiful we are because we have all these blocks that do not allow us. What you and I are doing every time we meditate, every time we learn Reiki or shamanic practices, or do sounding healing or breathing exercises or whatever, is we take one of these off. And then another off. And then when we ascend, we're going to have all them off. And we're going to be able to truly see us. But then also to notice that we are all the same. We're all equal without the costume that we all have. My costume says I'm Gretel and I'm half Venezuelan, half Mexican, and I have 2 kids and I'm an artist and all those things. Each of you have your own unique costume. Aliens have other costume. Angels have other. This is all an illusion. Everything is an illusion. All of you are who manifest with me that I can have a page. Without each of you, I would not be here. And I need you because you are who actually allow me to have this amazing job that I have and to do all the things I do. I do all the things because I have an agreement with all of you that we were having this conversation in the drawings and the courses. If people did not request the drawings, maybe I would not be here because I would said, okay, that's beautiful, but probably I will need to go and find a normal job or something. So every person who requests a service for me, donate, the people that support me, allow me to do all those things so we all have our moment, and then the light comes through all of us. And all the things that I give to each of you in the sessions, I see myself and then we both heal. Because this is what the light is. It is, you heal someone not because you are, enlightenment. No, because you were able to hold the space for both of you to match the light. And then when the light comes, it reminds us that we're not this, we're this. Does that make sense? So, best advice I can give to all of you: hold the space in your heart. No matter what's going on. I was struggling this weekend because I was recording the channeling about sacred sexuality. And I have been avoiding to record for the Twin Flame course. I have been avoiding to record the channeling for 3 months. And for some reason, I had to record it over and over because, or either I had sound, or it got erased, or I didn't pronunciate. Sometimes I did not pronunciate something correctly, and then I stopped, and then I tried to do it again. By the half of Saturday, I was completely drained. But not because what I was coming through, it was a bad thing. It was because I was actually healing myself. And then the guy who helped me to edit the meditations for the course, I told him, look, I cannot record this anymore. Please let me see if you can fix it, because I went in such a deep healing that I need to rest. And practically, I was watching Mandalorian all weekend with my kids. It was what I needed. And then after a day and a half, today I wake up and then I felt like a new woman. I feel like I was full of energy and inspiration and eager to do a lot of things. But it was because I recalibrate myself, and perhaps that sexual energy, because I was abused before and I had a narcissistic relationship, it was my part of the healing. Yes. It's okay, baby. If you feel tired, it's because you are under surgery, something going on, and then it's what your body is asking to integrate your light. So if you feel tired like I felt Saturday, I was not sad or anything. Actually, I did not know exactly what I was healing. I just knew I felt like vulnerable and emotional, and I needed to hold a space for myself. So the best way that I could do it, was saying to my kids, look, we're gonna watch Netflix or Disney Plus and then eat pizza and then just hold each other. That's another thing. We don't have to go through this alone because we need people. We are human. So surround yourself with people that can support you, because sometimes we feel weak a little bit and then we can say someone, you know what, I just need a hug, this is like a lot. And sometimes that hug, it's enough. Sometimes we can have those hugs through online, through internet, and that is precious. But it's also beautiful when we have people that is next to us that we can say, you know what, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but it's gonna be fine because we have each other. And I think this is a huge lesson for COVID and for quarantine, because we cannot touch each other. And sometimes you want to touch people, sometimes you don't want to touch people. That when you feel in resonance with someone, it's okay to be next to people and to hold the space, and just because we're human. Yes, we're humans having an experience, exactly. And what I think is happening with the mask and all that, it is we're going to become superhumans, because our sensory field is going to be insanely sensitive because we cannot touch each other. And that is going to be actually a good thing. Another thing that is going to be the consequence about all these controls is telepathy. Because we cannot speak to humans, we're going to start to do telepathy. So sometimes we're going to have mutual dreams, travel together, or you are thinking in someone and that person send you a message. That is actually telepathy. So I think we all do telepathy, just we don't know we're doing it. Does that make sense? Any other question, something that you would like to share about what you're going through before I bring the guides? What has been helping me? It helps me to listen to myself and to listen to what I need. Sometimes I will need to go outside and just sit in the sun and be in my garden. Sometimes I'm going to need to look for something neutral, like I play this, or I draw, I do the codes, or I just be with my friends, my family. Sometimes I like to organize things with my family, even though we're not perfect. And I don't think no one has a perfect family, for God's sake. But I try to find the frequency where we are comfortable to each other. So I like to organize those things. Sometimes I just like to be in bed. Sometimes I'll feel the need to dress myself beautiful and do something with my body, like healing. So listen to what you need. Yes. This year it's all about the heart. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now I think I would like to do a little bit of channeling. What do you guys would like me to do? So good. When you are sensitive and you actually can feel what eating an apple means, or giving a hug means, or kissing someone, it's precious, it's beautiful. That is the good things about being sensitive. What's hard about personally know the people getting the vaccine? This is a good point, Katrina. Look, vaccines. how do I say this? I'm gonna try to sing the best English that I can. I'm not worried about the vaccine because I decree that in my timeline it's not something that I need to worry about, neither for myself or anyone that I love. I think vaccines are a collective agreement we'll have. Metatron, actually I'm doing a drawing about Metatron. I could do that, yes. Vaccines will have different agreements about what a vaccine represents for us. If I believe the vaccine was created with nanotechnology of mind control, it will. If I believe it won't do nothing because I'm full of love and light and it was just I'm immune to all that, it won't do. So we all are going to have different roleplays where vaccines are going to come, I think at the end, at least in my timeline, to hybridize us with alien energy. That is going to be the positive energy that vaccines are going to bring. Some people are going to struggle physically, they are going to be impacted, others are not going to be affected, and then in between, a lot of things will happen. Some people will be forced, others don't. I think people will, what I have seen at the inner mind, is people will organize in communities where they can set their own rules and regulations. So they are not actually ruled by government, and that is going to be a good thing. So by seeing all the positive consequences that vaccines are going to bring, I'm just going to surrender to whatever my soul decides me to be, and then I'm going to embrace it, and then I'm going to have hope and faith and trust that I'm going to be okay no matter what, either if I have to take it or not, or my kids. I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm not going to hold restriction. But in the meantime, I'm working with my body. I'm doing massages on myself because I thought when you give a massage to the skin, you actually allow the energy to be released. I'm using oils, copper, magnets, vitamins, all the things I know, so my immunological system and my body are in the best harmony that I can bring off, so I'm immune to any toxicity, whatever they come from. Does that make sense? It could be COVID, it could be vaccine, it could be chemtrails or anything. So the best vaccine you can give to yourself is love. That's what I think. And then I'm working in a course after this Twin Flame, course that is going to start the 2 of February. I'm going to start with a healing course that is going to be for free, and then healing our body, and then teaching how to heal. So all this year is going to be healing. So I'm not only think I would like to surrender and have hope and trust with vaccines, but also I'm going to bring the solution for myself, so I'm really not affected. Hope that makes sense. That's what I think. But I'm not trying to impose any of you. Please go with your flow, with what you think you guys should do. Yes. And be very aware about the channelers and the predictions that you pay attention to. Because if someone channels that vaccines are going to be mind control because of the Illuminati and reptilians, and you believe it, you accept it as your reality. So be very aware about what you're coming or inviting to be part of your reality. I hope that makes sense. Okay, Metatron. Any other comment? Let me know. I'm going to try to put my headphones. The course, yes, Katrina, you can actually visit the website encodedfrequency.com, and on the services you will find it as a twin flame workshop. It's 8 channelings about the teams that I taught could assist us to upgrade and clear and balance a twin flame contract. I think a twin flame, it's not a being, it's a type of connection you activate with someone else on your oversoul. It could be physical or not. My idea is that we all can connect with the physical part of it, because I think relationship is a part that light workers lack. It could be relationship with yourself, with your gifts, with our world, but especially love relationships, because we kind of have that archetype distorted, at least I had, about narcissists and empaths. So we go through healing inner child, healing the womb, healing our sexuality, and how we can hold the love and source it for yourself, but at the same time share it with someone else. I don't think twin flame or my twin is going to be someone that is going to make me happy, because that's my responsibility. This is my world, my reality, and in my reality I will do whatever I want. It's just someone that I invite into my reality, so it's more fun. It's more fun to share my intimacy and my love and my body and with someone else that it is willing and open to grow together, than to do it by myself. And I think twin flames they are being reactivated a lot massively, because it's the perfect training for us to learn to be one with someone else, because your twin flame really triggers you to your core. Because you see yourself through another eyes, and it's like, damn, sometimes you don't like it because you don't like to see the things you see, or you don't want to surrender, or you have your own expectations. So it's a lot of things that you work in one connection. And then at the same time, a twin flame connection heal, it's so sweet and powerful and loving and magical and beautiful, that you heal many aspects in your own oversoul for both of you. So sometimes it's not even necessary that you live together, because just by loving each other through your energy or the astral, it's enough to heal, because you connect through the source of love. And when you connect to your twin flame at that level, in whatever way or form both of you are ready to do it in harmony, it's not only precious and beautiful, but it's also source. It's creation. And at the same time, it's very powerful for manifestation. It's one of the things, because you combine love and then joy and then many other factors and frequencies that makes this creation between your divine feminine and masculine into one, and that is that trinity that I think is source. So it's a beautiful thing. Twin flame is a journey that is not for everyone, because some people can handle it. It's intense, but it's intense in all aspects. In magic, in beautiful, in healing, in challenge. But at the same time, for me, I wanted to be challenged. I wanted someone who I will feel challenged to grow and push to be better every day. And for that, I'm so grateful. So grateful. I don't think I have even words for it. But I have it on my page. We're going to start the 2 of February. It's 8 channelings and it's 8 meditations. They are intense, I'm not gonna lie. Hi Melina, thank you for being here, because I went through all of them and I'm still feeling the effect of it. But it was something that I needed to go into a deeper level with my own relationship, that I was already happy, but I didn't know that it could be better. That's what I can change. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to shift the frequency, and I'm going to invite all of you for just few minutes to join me on a journey to being healing. And I'm going to connect the Archangel Metatron because it was requested. So let's start with the breath. If you feel guided, please close your eyes with me. And open yourself to whatever you are ready to receive from Spirit. Let's open the field instantly. Body of light in one breath. Reconnect with your center. Nite sakote shiki nesekoi kiena. It is okay where you are, the way that you breathe, your position, sound, words. Everything is going to be just the formula that each of you need to tune into the light. Now please welcome the Archangel Metatron, who comes into a form of beautiful cube of light. And that cube comes from the center of the universe in a beautiful indigo light, shining light, swirling, speeding. Niki esakote ki ishki naka te isate ki ishki akoro otoro soko ikiena. Greetings, everyone. Please welcome the light that you are, and that it is mirrored inside of you. And visualize me as a cube of light that is in front of each of you. And you will gently and slowly shift the frequency into source light. And as you visualize in your mind this indigo cube of light that holds electricity and certain magnetics that represents the 0-point field. Please breathe the light in. And as you breathe this indigo light, feel the shift entering your nose, bathing your throat, liberating your shoulders from the stress, your muscles from the heaviness, all density in the heart. And allow your lungs to be filled with this indigo light fully. And hold the light and invite the light to enter your space. And be the currency of the light. And allow yourself to expand it within into all your torso, your chest, going up through your spine, each of your vertebrae, your neck expanding, connecting with your head, your ears, your eyes, your temples, forehead, going up to your crown, going down through your head to your cranium, every single hair, every single cell in your skin, above your skin, below your skin, and all the layers of your skin, bathing light in each of your organs, your stomach, your kidneys, all your digestive system, releasing the fear, the angerment, the restriction, the control, the insafetiness, the fear, the uncertainty. And just be very aware of this indigo light coming from source through this Metatronic cube that holds within it sacred geometry that start running through your veins, your nervous system, every tissue, every single bone. Good in the light, being the light, gazing the light, and set the intention to go within and shift your soul into a Metatronic cube. Every part of you in all dimensions, all planes, all rays, all kingdoms, all forms, even the extended consciousness. They are all drawn to this magnetic cube that you are. And now breathe slowly, almost as if you were making love to light. Slow down, precious light, gentle, soft, caring it, inviting it to nurture you, to shift into a new alchemy. Come in the moment, thinking, visualizing into your own Metatronic cube of light. And allow yourself to visualize all details, all corners, the volume of your light, how much glow do you want, how much radiance, how much illumination you would like to have. And now see that each human within this space, it's another cube of indigo light. And connect through your heart center. All one heart, one soul, one light. And now welcome all angels, seraphims, cherubs, the angel of peace, wisdom, tranquility, the angel of abundance, angel of romance, angel of love, angel of peace, angel of knowledge, angel of healing, angel of light, angel of communication, the angel of clarity, the angel of sound. And now become the light. Imagine what will feel like to be light if you had no vessel at all, no personality. Release that. No female, no male, no gender. No need to. No I should, I must. Just be the light. Niko te asako deki itiki asako ishki na asako itiana. What will feel like just to glow? And now glow. Allow yourself to irradiate the light. Luminescent, blinking, sparkling light. Shining big, big, big. As light, each particles of you, like atoms, blink, shine, tingling the light, starlight, bright, bright. Be the light, glow, glow, brighter and brighter. And now you decide what volume or intensity you would like to have. How much illumination you would like to do. And now shift it. Instead of indigo, maybe you would like to be red or gold or pink or green. what expression of the light I want to have. Ask yourself. And now shift. Each of you ship shape in your soul. If you think of trees, you become trees. If you think of love, you become love. If you think on anger, anger comes and you become anger. If you think on struggle, struggle comes and you channel it. If you think limitation, limitation becomes your soul and your aura. Now, light, it's a blank canvas, a source, the open field where everything can be, the origination where all possibilities exist, in the vast omnipresence of the light. And then the light evolves and transcends emotion, it becomes everything, even a reality. Now, ask your mind to go back to the first time you were well with Source. All angels are assisting you. The angels from the multi-universe and the universe, all type of angels, now are being merged into your field in a very soft and gentle and subtle glow. Now ask your mind to take you to where or when you were one with Source. Your light, Source light, this open field where all possibilities of creation can be real. What does it feel not to feel limited or separated or individual or lacking or worried or afraid? Because Source has the power to be everything, to shift, to create. Everything that is needed instantly, it's manifested. And each of you are fragments of this powerful source of light. And us, we are conduits to remind humans its own purity and glowing and divinity, your divine presence. We represent the parts of you that are divine. We are mirrors for you in different aspects. We can be an angel for the sunlight, an angel from the water, an angel from another galaxy, an angel that will create other worlds that you don't even have any idea they exist. An angel that come from the stars, from the crystals, from everything. Now, go deeper. Each of you will receive what you're asking for. Trust. You have the angel of trust, the angel of hope, the angel of fate. Next to you, please be safe. And your higher self is in charge, and your soul is so pre-agreed. Now go back into the first time you actually split from Source. Remember what you wanted to be. You wanted to explore, to create, to be human. It was what each of you asked for. I want to go to Earth. I'm going to be a human, and I'm going to be the best leader, the best example, someone who will have magic within and light, and I will be a healer, and I will believe things people won't believe, and I will know things people won't, and I will feel, and I will be like a superhuman. I will have disabilities, and I will know, and I will work, and I will learn the practices, and I will meet other people like me, and then it will going to be an adventure. It was the illusion that it was created, and that illusion needed a stage that it is Gaia, all of you, with government and health system and borders and rules and laws and some regulations, because limits were created at the beginning. Because imagine if you would have no traffic regulations, it will be a jungle. It will not be safe to drive. Sometimes limitations, in the degree that they're healthy, they allow humans to be focused and have more harmony into the light. So it's not about being limited. It's about the balance between the light and the absence of the light. About being positive and negative. About finding that point where you go back to your source and then access to what you wanted at the beginning and what you need for source to manifest for you, and then create it. Leading your light. Being your own CEO. Asking your body of light now. Body ground now. Light, please be comfortable. That is a lot of people here. Light, can you find more harmony? I feel something in my back. Have you talked to your light today? To your body? Did you ask your mind what's going on? This is what each of you are learning. To be in charge and aware of what you are signaling, of the light, the form of light, the expression of the light that you are signaling to source. And you are all human, and it's fine. You're not here to be perfect. You are here to enjoy, to have fun, to have a good ride before going back to source. Strengthening your own light, your own psyche, your own consciousness. So anchor in your heart now. Bring the breath back into your heart. Bask and picture the frequency that you need right now. Your own Metatronic cube. Picture the frequency. Look into you. This source of light within each of you. Level it up. Visualize it. Feel it. Gaze into your own light. Know that there is there. It is incredibly exciting to be here this time for each of you. Amazing things come. There is no need at all to worry about. Each of you manifested this. You decided to be here. There are a lot of things happening, but they are all part of the divine order. So be strong. Have more faith and hope. Stand tall at who you think you are. In your light. Feeling your light, allowing your light to be one with you. You're human. Beautiful energies are coming to support you. This is the first time humans are creating this transformation. It's amazing. It's really. Don't dive into the polarity where you find chaos and worry and fear. Tune into the side of the light that benefits you the most. And be stronghold that I carry you stronger every day and every day. Trusting, knowing your own source of power. Now please shift shape into an angel and receive our light language now. Inate sakoiki ishkia somaki itikiaya. Imane ki isate ki irako teki ishkia naso. Niki aso iki ishko tukur ki yamarako meve sikiti ishkiana. Expand your wings vastly. Oh angels, you are all angels here. Kurati siki ishkuiki maki ikiaiki tokur nika. Ni sete ishkia koi timaiki ikiartur kumai sikia. Ni visun tuike ishkia sokwai tikimari kirutur usiki ishkiana. What you feel is going to be your message, as simple as it is. Now shift into a strong tree of light that starts on heavens and ends in the center of Gaia. And grow roots of light through your veins and nervous system outside of your body, through the soil, greeting the plants, the animals, all the microbiology there, all the layers of earth. Greetings, all the plants, all the elementals, the fairies, the beings on Gaia that supports you, so all of you have all you need: food, light, water, and a place to stand up, to rest, to meet other souls like you, and grow vast and deep, and put your roots very stronger into the heart of Gaia that looks like a womb made of pink diamond light. Now she instantly feel you and send your light back at you. And you start feeling her light entering your feet, each of your toes, your legs, this gamma ray, plasmic light, bathing your knees, your base chakra, and all of your chakras. And then go up into each of your branches, through the sky, the clouds, the atmosphere, finding your source, big, tall, the size that you like to have. And each of your branches, instead of having leaves, has Metatron cubes on it. Trillions. You cannot even count them. They are all in all colors and sizes. They all spin, and they all represent your source family, your oversoul, big, vast, through the multi-universe that sends light to you. So open your heart and receive the peace, the light. You have no idea how much love that is in the other side for each of you. We are eager to connect, eager, happy, pushing you in every way we can with sequencing numbers and feathers and coins and all things we could do to cap your attention. And we wait for you to meditate and go on ground so we can all be there, just in case each of you decide to connect with us, and we can provide the assistance, the support. Sometimes we use these channels that are available to let us come true, so we can all support each other, because you are us and we are you, and we are all that it is, all that has been and will be. It's all source in many expressions that may appear to you as a bee, as a flower, as a part of oxygen, as a galaxy, as a drop of water. It's all source. And now with these, we would like to send waves of gratitude to all of you for being here. We appreciate you for believing. It takes a lot of courage to be each of you. A lot. To decide to be born here at this time. We honor you, we bless you, and we thank you. And so this is. It's good. Let's ground a little bit. It was not what I was expecting. But so be it. I'm gonna go with the flow. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your stars, your comments, your shares. Appreciate and the page, your support. Hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. And it's okay if you actually do not understand me. I think there is a reason why my English is not perfect, and it is because it forces each of you to use your own source of information. So trust that whatever you receive, it was for the highest good. Thank you all for being here. Stay blessed. And I'm going to try to do this every Monday in the time that I can. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. The ones that are feel drawn to activate or work your twin flame connection, you can visit encodedfrequency.com and enroll to the course. It's, I think, with a discount, it's 93.3. I think so. We're going to start the 2 of February, and then after that, by March, I think I will have the healing course ready. I'm going to do different levels between healing ourselves and healing others, talking about channeling, sound, etc., but I haven't figured out yet. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe, because I'm going to upload the first part of the healing course there. Thank you, Stephanie, for the support. You are one of my supporters. I appreciate you a lot. Many blessings to all. Please ground, drink water, rest, do your best, put your heart on it, make love, whatever you want to do, but be happy.